Let's talk about the real reason why you're not growing on YouTube. And no, it's not because the algorithm keeps changing and it's not pushing you. No, it's not because the YouTube gods aren't deciding to share your content. And no, it's not because there's bigger and better creators out there that have been there a lot longer than you and you just don't stand a chance against them. The reality is that it comes down to 4 simple things, which is preventing your growth and preventing you from becoming a successful YouTuber. Let me paint a picture for you. You get up super early, you go to work, you spend all day grinding away at work for a job that you don't enjoy, then you come home and you have to deal with the kids and they're throwing tantrums, they want crisps for dinner, they're just not behaving themselves and they're throwing toys at each other and just causing absolute chaos. And by the time they go to bed and actually do as they're told, then you just don't have any energy and your stress levels are so high that you cannot be bothered to create any content. And all you want to do is sit on the sofa and watch Netflix. Does that sound familiar? Well, that sounds exactly what I used to go through when I started my YouTube channel. But the key fundamental thing is that you have to just keep pushing along with it. And I'm living proof that it is possible to grow a YouTube audience to the point where you don't need that full-time job anymore, where YouTube can become a full-time income for you. And it just comes down to a few things. Number 1 is to be clear on who you want to help on YouTube. Get your branding right on your channel. Get your message right, get your videos all aligned to that message and who you want to help. And the way you start out by doing this is by getting a bit of paper, yes, pen and paper, we're old school here, and we write down who our ideal client avatar is. Write down exactly who you want to help, give them a name, give them an age, give them a job, give them a whole backstory. And that person now becomes the person that you aim all of your content at, all of your videos at. Design them and put their goals, their ambitions, and more importantly, their pain points and what they want to be helped with, what you want to help them. That could be gardening, it could be YouTube growth, it could be cameras, it could be absolutely anything. It doesn't matter. But you need to be crystal clear on who you want to help on YouTube. Now, you don't need to do all the busy work, which brings me to my second point. That brings me to number 2, which is to avoid the busy work. Now, what that means is that there's a famous phrase by a big entrepreneur, a big successful millionaire called Dan Martell. And I've learned this from him recently, and he says, when you're watching loads of YouTube videos and watching loads of videos and reading loads of articles and growing a business, and then you spend hours on things like making a channel banner, that is playing business. You're not actually doing a business or growing a business or doing anything that's going to be an income generating activity or that's going to move the needle for your business. You're just playing business. What you actually need to do, yes, you need to create a channel banner. Yes, you need to start doing the things around your branding and your marketing, but you need to just do the bare minimum in order to get the message out there. Then you need to work out what is the income generating activities for my business, what's actually going to move the needle. Then focus on those activities. Then you will start to see your business will grow a lot faster. For the purpose of YouTube, that's making videos. You just need to make videos regularly. That brings me on to number 3. Now, if you're loving this sort of content and you want to be part of an amazing community of creators that are helping each other to grow and supporting each other with collaborations, title and thumbnail feedback, and just spitballing ideas off of each other, then click the link below because you can get my completely free YouTube course by joining our community. Now, jump in below and we'll see you inside. Now, if you've watched any of my videos previously, you will see that I'm always banging on about the fact you just need to be consistent. You need to upload 1 video a week, 2 videos a week, 3 videos a week. Whatever you decide, you need to stick to it. Because as soon as you stop sticking to that and you lose the consistency, people will notice it. If your audience know that you're going to upload at least 1 video a week, they will know to prepare for that and see it being uploaded. You haven't got to do it at the same time every single day on every single week, but if you're putting out at least 1 a week, then stick to that. If you want to do 1 a month, that's fine, but stick to the consistency and keep your audience updated in the community tab. Once you've got that consistency down, you will see that your growth will start to pick up a lot quicker. Next, you need to provoke an emotional response. Now, you probably clicked on this video because the thumbnail provoked an emotional response. It either made you angry, made you happy. I'd imagine it made you angry if it's a thumbnail I'm thinking of, but it provoked an emotional response. All the best businesses in the world do this. Look at WWE. When they turned Hulk Hogan heel, when they turned him into a bad guy back in like the early 90s, it was one of the biggest moments in wrestling history. When The Rock turned into a bad guy, it was a big moment. You need to evoke an emotional response, whether you make someone happy or sad or confused or whatever it is. You need to provoke some sort of emotional response that wins that click. Now, you don't want to be clickbaity. You need to make it relevant to your video, but you need to provoke an emotional response. Now, unfortunately, negative emotional responses work the best. It's just proven scientifically, but just use a variety of emotional responses and see what one works best for you. But whatever you do with your title and thumbnail, make sure you evoke that emotional response. And then once you get these things down, once you actually figure out the method that works, you start to understand that it is worth it and it is a viable option for you as a business, as a future career, as a future endeavor for you to do something that you actually enjoy and can see in the long term, rather than just doing a job that you don't enjoy and you can't wait for the weekend. Or you talk to people like I do who say, oh, I've only got 5 years left so I can retire. They sound like they're in a prison sentence when they're talking about how long they've got left before they're free. You don't want to live like that. You want to do something that you're passionate about and that you don't have to retire from, something that you can do until you can't do it anymore. And then you can hand it over to your kids and your family. That's what my goal is. And that's what you need to start doing for you. Build something you're passionate about. If you are just jumping on the YouTube bandwagon because you think I can get invited to brand trips and I can see people making tons of money from it, then that's not the reason you should be doing it, and you will get bored of it very quickly and you will end up quitting. The reason why people keep going with YouTube is because they enjoy that. They enjoy it. That's the difference between the people that are successful and the people that fail, is that they enjoy it and they keep going. Even when they don't get a video that performs well, they still go because they enjoy it so much. And I'm living proof that this can work because I've got 2 young kids. Up until recently, I had a full-time job, and I know how hard it is to keep making videos and be consistent when you've got that busy family life. Half the time I make videos at either 5 o'clock in the morning or at 10 or 11 o'clock at night. I just fit it in whenever I can, whenever my kids are asleep. The difference is that I want to make videos. I go to bed thinking about videos. I wake up in the morning thinking about videos. And I try to get that balance right, but I love it and enjoy it. That's the difference, is I cannot switch off from it. If you are sitting there thinking, do I make a video or do I go and binge my latest series that I want to watch on Netflix, then YouTube probably isn't the right thing for you. If you cannot wait to get in front of that camera to film it and to put the content out because you enjoy it so much, then that is what you should be doing it for. You should be doing it for the passion, because the passion will show in your videos, and my audience say it. They can see the passion. Now, don't get me wrong, YouTube isn't easy by any stretch of the imagination. YouTube is bloody hard work, and I say this a lot because people seem to think that it's just an easy ride, but it's really not. You have to put in a lot of hard work and a lot of effort to get anywhere. And now I'm 2 years in and I've got over 3,500 subscribers at the time making this video. And the income and the sponsorships and all that, it does well, it does okay, but I would like it to do a lot better. And it's just an ever growing thing. It just is constantly growing. I'm getting new subscribers each day. My income's growing each day, and it's a slow process. It's not something that's going to be a quick win and you're going to become a millionaire overnight, but it's something that as long as you optimize it correctly and you know what you're doing and you're passionate about it, then it will go in the right direction. It's just consistency and those other things I mentioned. You just have to keep plugging along with it. Let me know below in the comments how far along you are into your YouTube journey and what your goals are for 2025 and beyond. And if you're interested to know my YouTube journey and why I'm doing it and if it actually can change your life, then watch this video next. Don't forget, join the free community by clicking the link below.